Another one, of course. Seterusnya, maybe. Yeah. Kita dapat terus lah. Mana boleh dekat? Yang ni ya.
We didn't miss the Sub-Zero's festival, right?
Sub-Zero's
Let's hurry and find
festival?
Paimon
Sub-Zero.
thinks she must be around the Grand Bazaar since she showed us around there last time.
Grand Bazaar. Kat mana tu? Ini dalam ni kan? Ya. I remember guys. I remember.
There she is! Dinyarzad! We're back!
Just as promised, Traveler and Paimon. I'm so glad that you two came back to celebrate lesser... Indeed.
There's no need to be
Thanks, Paimon. Speaking of which...
Of course we went! A lot of things happened there.
If there is another chance...
My lady, if you went to Port Ormos in your current...
Dia!
It's called covert protection.
It's alright, Dia. The festival's tomorrow.
Even when you put
Dia.
it that way.
Don't worry, my girl.
Okay, fine, but only tonight. Tomorrow's a big day.
Dia.
Many know...
Oh, you two, I've already prepared a...
Whoa, you're...
My mind's so ready, huh? Chapter 3 Act 2, let's go. Kat mana tu? $49 dekatnya. Arabian
It's also fairly close to where I've been.
It looks really nice. That's Paimon's specialty. Paimon...
Oh, if you don't mind, all of my friends will be...
Yeah. It'll be pretty hard to relax and enjoy the festival.
Then let's meet at the nearby...
It's a deal.
I may be too excited.
Paimon's starting to really look forward to the Sub-Zero... Oh, no.
Oh no. No.
Did we oversleep? We should go meet...
Traveler, Paimon, I've been waiting for you two.
Good morning, Dunya.
Not at all.
You've worked so hard.
You know it well.
Aduh, nak jalan dengan dia ke? I don't like
to support the
this.
event, and they insisted on
Ni
covering
bukan
costs
Assassin's Creed.
themselves. Let's go give them some business.
They paid for everything out of pocket? Oh, sounds like they're not in this just for the Mora.
They all said that contributing to a lively festival atmosphere is more important than money. Especially since we don't often get to celebrate Lesser Lord Kusanali's birthday.
Ooh, they're
Mr.
selling
Lord
food over there.
Kusanali.
This is a stall offering foods from the Haftmewa feast.
After Newa.
Mushrooms. So,
It's another Sub-Zero. Generally speaking, the most common selections are foods like Rukashva
so this...
Rukashaba.
Wait, but then wouldn't the... Oh, Traveler, we have... Thanks.
Natlan? Dia dah sebut pasal Natlan dah. What?
Mana ada.
Dear customers, would you like to try your...
What's alchemical...
Right? I thought
So,
it's quite simple.
Jalan-jalan je
sure
tu.
sounds...
That is precisely what we need.
Well, according to Lesser Lord Kusanali,
Why does everything sound so much...
So that's the true wisdom behind it.
Apa ni? Ah, dia nak apa ni? Aduh. Aku tekan skip. Macam tu.
Okay, one moment. It's the moon.
Paimon wants to take a look too.
Generally speaking, the moon signifies. It means. Wait a moment.
Is he really looking it up?
Oh, I remember now. It means illusions and lies.
Illusions and lies?
Yes, but.
He's not even trying.
Naturally, fate will only ever show you the beginning.
Oh, it's nothing.
Guess that was still pretty.
Lol.
They say the Sub-Zero's festival was very lively a long,
Sub-Zero's?
time ago.
Sub-Zero.
Large flower carriages
itu
used to
karakter
parade
dalam,
through the city. As they headed towards Port
Mortal
Ormos,
Kombat.
people would throw flowers, candy, and liquor all along the
Masa
way.
Yambek.
Dunyarzad's eyes are sparkling right now.
I wish I could have seen that spectacle. But if you ask me, I'm sure Nilu's dance of Sub-Zeros would be just as impressive.
Very sweet.
Attention! Soldiers, fall into
Ma, ay,
formation if
inside
you
eh.
want any Yalda candies.
It's a weird guy. Hey, it's Dunyarzad.
Macam
Miss
nama
Dunyarzad, the children love you even more than the
Dunyarzad.
Yalda
Macam
candies.
nama ni.
In the few short days.
Power Ranger punya Zord.
All right, little soldiers, take your.
Ranger Zord. Hah?
Fair.
It's all thanks to Miss Dunya.
As are we to you, Vihar.
Dunia.
Oh, not at all.
Kan saya
speaking
sebut
of tradition, do you
Dunyarzad.
want some Yalda?
Whichever.
Dunia. Tukar kena tukar bahasa Tamil lah.
And there's also lizard
Aduh,
tenders.
Dekat Telugu.
Oni Kabuto is.
Dunyarzad.
Dekat Telugu.
It's all right.
I also believe it.
Great. These boxes of candy are numbered 1 to 5 from left to right. Which one do you want?
Macam mana ni jual candy kat budak-budak macam ni pula.
Adi mau candy ke?
These boxes of candy are numbered 1 to 5 from left to right. Which one do you want? 2, 3, 4. Left to right Left to right. Left mana? Left aku ke left dia?
Ikut
Come on.
yang dalam skrin je, babe.
Okay. Number 5. Number 5.
Attention! That's unfortunately Oni Kabuto.
Oh, ni Kabuto?
Paimon thought you survived so many epic battles because you had incredible luck. But looks like Paimon was wrong.
The Sunsetia flavored candy was in box number 4. How about this? The most important thing is that everyone has a good time at the festival. So please, take both boxes.
Huh?
Thanks a lot, Knight of Candies.
It's Night of Flowers, not
Yeah,
Night
of candies.
Paimon really wilted the carriageless Night of Flowers.
They all basically sound the same. We got our candy, so let's keep going.
Oh, actually, I just remembered that I left something behind. Can you come with me to get it?
Dunyarzad.
Dunia. Lagu Aladdin ni pula.
We're too late. Who knew the little lady was such an early riser?
I know, right?
Oh, that most certainly is. We're in luck. She's walking right into our...
Clutches.
Those Eremite.
Who are you?
They're a gang of kidnappers. Traveler, hurry and protect Dunya.
Hey, did you scumbags even consider that the Homayanis might have hired a merc that outclasses you?
Homayanis.
You're... Dia the Flame Maid. No wonder we mercs haven't heard anything about you for so long. You sold your
Don't speak so disrespectful.
Don't worry about it, my lady. Just some friendly banter between... Traveler, take Miss Junior's...
No, we're gonna stay and help. There's too many of them.
Please be careful,
Don't waste your time.
Oh, dapat trial ke dia? Tak. Okay. Nak suruh aku buat apa ni? Escape within the time limit. Aku nak escape pergi mana? Woi, pungkok. Oh. Macam bodoh Tarik ni.
Dunyarzad, are you okay? You sure you're okay?
I'll be fine after some rest. I'm more worried about Dia.
Yeah, don't worry.
My lady, Traveler, found ya.
Dia! You...
Any more of them? Or rather, did anyone follow?
Dia, your arm.
Oh, this? I'm fine. It's just a scratch. Normally, they wouldn't have been able to land a hit on me at all, but I'm still getting used to this new greatsword.
Please, let me take a closer look.
Come on, it's nothing. Us mercs aren't as fragile as you think.
Hold on, you said something about a new greatsword. What happened to the one you were using before?
About that. Well, I sold it, because I was low on Mora. Stuff like this happens every now and then.
It can't be. The anonymous donation that was used for the venue's final round of preparations?
Dia got a soft spot.
Hey, Miss Dunyarzad, I wasn't trying to make you cry, and I'm not gonna lose my commission because I made my employer cry, am I?
Okay, making your employer cry won't affect your commission, but selling your weapon without permission and getting hurt? I'll have to reevaluate your performance.
You're so unreasonable, my lady.
Dia
you
jual
very
pedang
much,
untuk
dear.
bagi donation baik.
Don't be like that. I get embarrassed really easily.
Are you feeling unwell
Pakai
again,
mask lah.
Dunyarzad?
Batuk. Tahu tak
My
COVID.
lady, your
Hey.
condition. Traveler.
Truly, I'm sorry for the trouble, everyone.
Shoing. Did Dunyarzad somewhere nearby and rest?
Are you feeling better, Dunyarzad?
Yes, much better. Just give me a few moments and I'll be good to go. I didn't realize you were concerned about it. I guess I shouldn't continue to keep it a secret. I was actually born with Elazar. It's terminal now.
Can't believe it's Elazar.
Oh, you've already heard of Elazar. In that case, you probably know about its severity. Sumeru's current medical advancements still haven't been able to find a cure. The disease's progression can only be delayed through environmental therapy.
Dunyarzad.
There's no need to be sad. I've always lived with Elazar and I came to terms with it a long time ago. Compared to the simple fact that I'm afflicted with this, its
So
effects
lepas
on my
ni
life
yang
have been
mana
much
ada
more
Elazar
painful.
ni ada dekat
I
OKU.
know that my family loves me dearly. They've done all they can to provide the
Huh?
best environment for me so that I can live for that much longer.
Kan disease Elazar ni.
However, did you know?
Apa yang ada
Before I
ni
ran
macam
away
dekat
from home this time,
OKU kan.
the world
Gila.
outside of my home didn't even know that I existed. Since I was a child, all I could do was sit on my bed and stare at everything outside of my window. I'm sure my family's worried and disappointed in me for running away, but I just didn't want to have any regrets. I wanted to meet other people. To me, there's nothing more beautiful than being able to meet and speak with others. Not to mention the incredible time spent preparing for the festival. The joy on everyone's faces here, and all the support I've received from friends like Dia. This way, when my final day does arrive, it will be less sorrowful. At the very least, many
Ya,
people will
tu
remember
bajunya,
that I
Yomi.
once existed in this world, right?
As long as you don't forget Paimon, Paimon also won't forget about you.
Oh, dah lepas
No,
ni you punya tu.
Even if you
Tak
forget
masuk dalam looping.
Paimon, Paimon will still remember
Apa dia?
you.
Tak masuk dalam loop.
Thank you two so much.
Dah lepas apa?
I apologize for the
Loop.
depressing
Apa yang loop kan? Tak ada
conversation.
loop pun.
This is out of character for
Salah
me.
mission kot you.
To be honest, Lesser Lord
dah
Kusanagi
cukup
gave me the
Conquest, eh?
courage to do all of this.
Ha.
If it weren't
Tak
for
ada
her
pun dalam loop.
encouragement,
Tak ada.
I wouldn't have
Nanti
taken
nak kena
that first
jumpa dengan
step.
tu. Lord Kusanali.
Lesser Lord. Kusanali tu. Belum ni kot.
Sebab you dah sampai dekat dunia Zat ni. Dunia Zat ni lah yang buat
Thanks.
problem nanti ni.
There will
Yeah.
always be frustrations in
Bukan
life,
problem lah
but I know that the point of living. Oh, right.
Dia jadi
Isn't it
macam
almost time?
bahan untuk orang ni.
Almost
Lupakan
time for what?
Tuhan dia orang masing-masing.
Isn't the dance of Sub-Zeros about to begin? It's the part of the festival that I've been looking forward to the most. Nilu will recreate that legendary scene with her most
Semeru
splendid
ni
dancing.
dia rakyat
And the
yang dah
Sub-Zeros festival will conclude
bongkak
amid
lah.
everyone's applause
Bila dia
and
nampak
blessings. And with
Tuhan dia
that,
tu
my
jadi
wish will
macam nampak
also...
macam lemah kan. Dia ambil Tuhan dia tu
Then what are
nak
we
kaji
waiting
Tuhan
for?
dia
Let's go
asalnya
to the
last
stage.
jadi lain.
Yeah, we should still make it in time.
Jadi bongkak lah dia punya cerita yang tukang kaji tu.
Okay. So dia sambil tengok dengar cerita tadi kita kepik kuku Zat. Asal macam tak sesor sikit. So kita kepik kuku lah ni perkara ni. Shumiru City. Yo, tadi main Genshin mana Yomi? Ada dekat dalam Discord.
Were you not aware that the
Yang buat
law
Art Conquest ni,
prohibits
Nora.
this type of performance from taking place without prior permission?
Over there.
I think I just...
But the dance of the Sub-Zero's festival.
Kita
The law
speedrun.
also prohibits the private host. If you continue,
Nora dah
Grand
habis kan
Sage has
stream
already
tadi?
granted you much leniency.
How... The academia was originally responsible... This is a
Academia.
hard-
Art. Our Archon created the utopia that is Sumeru City for all scholars who sought validity,
beda.
verity, and truth. While people like you,
No.
with your lack of intellectual credentials, I do not believe you are qualified to debate with me. What you should be doing is finding workers to tear down this ridiculous eyesore. When we
nama
return,
dia Azhar,
the
mate.
scribe draft an ordinance before
Azhar.
you...
Understood.
Kan Pak Azhar ni?
Sub-Zero's
Ni Pak Azhar.
Go celebrate the birth of that god to your heart.
Nilu, are you okay?
Oh,
Nama dia Ngilu guys.
Let's go somewhere. Or
Nilu.
Ngilu.
you've been looking.
It's
Pa.
okay. It would be too risky to continue the Sub-Zeros.
If you say so.
Sub-Zero.
The next... Yes. Okay. It's a pro...
Saberuz.
Paimon can't believe this is how things turned out. Those heartless geezer.
It really is okay.
Heartless Jesus.
Sub-Zero's was forced to come to enter unfortunately.
Orang tua nak mampus.
Nilu and Dunyarzad promised to make the next Sub-Zero's festival a success.
Ah.
Dunyarzad is ready.
Dah
Yeah.
sampai dah tempat tidur dah.
Ni kan loop ni.
Belum loop lagi sini. Nanti macam lepas bangun tu macam
Oh, we're gonna be late. It's all
Jangan
because
rasa
you
lain.
didn't get out of bed. We should go meet Dunyarzad right away.
Nah ni baru looping. Go to the appointed place. Talk to Dunia Zard. Dunia. Macam nak keluar dari loop?
nanti macam ada conversation
Dunyarzad.
tu.
Not at all.
Pilihan dia.
You seem kind.
I'm doing well. There's no need to worry. Shall we go?
Sure. Trap.
Buat quest Nahida ke? Sumeru, Archon quest.
Di bukan you dah
They're
pergi
selling
tadi
food over
jalan-jalan
that
ni.
way. Let's go Take a look.
Weh, good luck. Okay, Nora. Speedrun. Nak kumpul banyak. Nak pull Mavuika. My first Archon.
Kita dah aku langsung lah.
Yep. I kan pernah buat challenge
This
macam
is all
mungkin
offering foods from the Hoftmania
Raiden
feast.
I
You are
kalah
quite
PT.
well informed.
Semua nak main dah lepas tu.
What is the Hoftmewa feast you mentioned?
It's one of the Sub-Zero's festival's traditions.
Asalnya
People used to set their tables
Raiden
with 7
Shogun
different
punya
foods to symbolize
update
the
lah
7
yang
virtues
I
of
main
potential
balik.
Archon.
Remnants appear to be in the.
Really?
The moon signifies. It's escaping me for.
Is he really looking it up in a...
Oh, right. But if you trust your intuition and overcome your fears, this.
Understood. I'll keep.
Oh, it's nothing.
Guess that was still pretty...
Deja vu. Bam bada bim bade bada bam bim bada bam badi bende. Tengok aku, Deh. Tengok aku, Deh. Tengok aku dah, Deh. Tengok aku lah, Deh. Kari pula, Deh. Kari pula, Deh. Kari pula, Deh. Empat hari teriak. Empat hari delirat.
What's going on?
Ferris, the Night of Flowers.
Oh, do you want some?
What?
Yes. I
And
will
there's
take the
also-
number 4.
Great. These boxes of candy. Ah, excellently chosen. Number 4 is indeed Sunsetia.
Setia.
Paimon, bet you had incredible... Huh? How's that possible? It's obviously random. Maybe we didn't sleep very well last
Deja
night.
vu. Bam
Or
pada
maybe we
kadi
slept too
pulih.
much.
Ada cara kan nak keluar ambil loop ni?
Oh, sure.
Ada.
Huh? Where are you going?
Oh, kalau I silap buat nanti dia looping sampai 10 kali lah.
Maybe lah.
Macam tak
Tak ingat lah. I dapat percaya.
Mesti ada kalau tersilap sampai beberapa kali mesti dia orang force untuk keluar kot. Aduh sakit mata aku. Oi.
A feeling of... Oh, Paimon knows
Memang
what
loop
that
banyak
is.
kali tu. Oh
So,
yeah.
why'd you run here in such a hurry? So that's it. You're intentionally doing...
Welcome, you two. Are you here for lunch? What would you like to eat?
One charcoal baked aji lenak cake.
Got it.
Aji lenak. Alah ajak gitu. Oh yeah.
Agelena
Selamat
cake.
pening dan loop. Okay.
Oh, Paimon
Thank you, Nora.
understands what
Ni
you're
apa
trying
kali?
to do now.
What hell was that?
That thing?
Yeah.
Are you really gonna eat it?
What was that?
Isn't this going a bit too far?
Here it goes.
How was it? The look on your face is telling Paimon that it tasted up. Then
Tengok dia makan lapang
you mean
tu.
that's impossible. So, would this be a case of taste bud deja vu? Paimon,
Nama dia lambat weh. Lambat betul lambat macam. Aduh. Leaf Tavern. Hey, kari pulai ada ye, kena boleh boleh. Pada bede. Kena menghalang orang tua tu dari menghalangkan Sub-Zero punya ni.
hey, Dinnerside is sitting by yourself on that bench over there. What a coincidence, Dinnerside.
Oh,
Kidnappers?
I'm okay. Dia's arm got scratched, but it isn't.
Whew. That's...
Not at all. I've always been like this. Besides, no matter how amazing today may be, it is but a single day. After however many more days...
Paimon doesn't quite follow you, and Paimon feels like something's really got you down right now.
It really is fine. I don't mind. Huh?
Dunyarzad, have you ever felt deja vu? You know, like when you've already experienced something that's happening right now?
Deja vu? No.
Oh, Paimon sees.
It's almost time.
Huh? Time
Nilu's dance of subs...
Oh, Nilus tu penari ke? Dia nak buat belly dance. Lepas tu tak terjadi. Benda yang sama berlaku.
With your lack of intellectual credentials, When we return...
Understood. I will
the Sub-Zeru's festival. Go celebrate the birth of that god to your heart's content.
So ni power of Nahida ke apa?
Nilu,
Oh, Dunyarzad. The Grand Sage ordered us to...
It's okay.
But you've been really looking forward to this.
It truly is unfortunate, but I don't want to cause trouble for anyone. Didn't the Grand Sage say that he might investigate the...
True, but...
the next festival.
Wait, what?
No, nothing. I'll be heading back to rest.
Paimon can't believe what those heartless geezers did!
No. Kita boleh ubah benda tu. Kita bubuh buat tidur kat dalam minuman orang tua tu. Macam dia minum dia tidur lah.
Maybe it really was because of exhaustion. Same here. Then, how about we settle in and get a good night's sleep? For now,
Oh, apa hal glitchy?
Exhaustion. We can do more thinking tomorrow.
Apa hal squirrel tu buat skew di toilet punya menarian?
Observing a modest drop in the output of Jnana energy, but values still
Jnana energy? Jnana?
Continue to monitor the variances in the data and find the cause as soon.
Why does Paimon feel so tired after so much? Good morning, Dunyarzad. Sorry.
Not at all. I arrived early.
Huh? Paimon thinks you sound...
I'm doing well. There's no need to worry.
Great idea. Let's get going. Traveler? Hey.
Deja vu. Siapa betul kumbat ni? Tak boleh jalan dengan dia ke?
It's all thanks to Miss Dunyarzad's sponsorship that the children can enjoy. Oh, are you interested in Yalda?
Not much.
It's not that simple. Each box contains a rat.
They are...
And there's also Lizard Tail and Oni Kabuto.
Huh? What were those last two?
No problem. These boxes of candy are numbered 1 to 5 from left to right. Which one do you want?
Semua nombor sama. Dah tak ada option dah.
I like your confidence. No hesitation at all. Oh, congratulations! Number 4 is in...
Dia ni ke? Sebab walaupun kita kalah dia akan bagi juga kan?
Paimon knew he always had incredible luck.
Lah.
Wait. How did you know? Don't tell me that you already knew which flavor was in each...
What? He was right about...
That couldn't have been luck. How is this possible? I packed all those boxes this morning and they've been sealed ever since. You couldn't have known beforehand. Mind reading? X-ray vision? Or...
Tell us what's going on! Since when did you get superpowers? Traveler?
Oh, Nahida. Damn.
Hey, where are you? What's going on? Did you see something? Us leaving Dunyarzad without letting her know is kinda rude, you know.
Tu situ.
Dah kecil lagi.
Follow the familiar figure.
What are you looking for? Why did we come here?
Why do we come here? Why? Why, traveler?
Traveler?
Macam hantu weh.
Over there.
Hantu.
Burung tu pun hilang. What the fuck?
Sian dia tak pakai kasut, babe.
What the?
That's... Isn't that Dunyarzad?
Macam zoom cerita Tamil lah pula.
What's happening here? Why are there two Dunyarzads?
You already know that this isn't your first Sub-Zero's festival, don't you? I'm sure you already know how to use this.
A knowledge capsule?
Huh?
Where did you should use it too?
Tak dengar suara you.
You know
Dalam Discord.
Paimon?
Okay.
Well...
Ambil ayam, jap. Bukannya suruh buat ayam. Oh, hello.
What the...
Thank you, babe.
This is our 20th time at the Sub-Zero's festival? Huh? No. Have we been trapped in a single day? If it weren't for you, we wouldn't have even realized. What the heck was inside that knowledge capsule?
Your memories are still scrambled? Try your best to remember. This isn't the first time we've met, and I answered that question a long time ago.
Let Paimon think. Oh, it's coming back. Meeting you was the real catalyst for restoring our memories, and the knowledge capsule was just your means of showing our minds. What about
Your sense of deja vu is stronger than everyone else's, yes? As for an explanation, you two received the blessing of Dendro, and you also have special, sensitive constitutions. It was as if a single sheet of paper was separating those memories from your consciousness. A familiar question. I think this is the 7th time you asked that. As you can see, she isn't doing well. You probably sensed it too. The Dunyarzad you were just with is different from the first Dunyarzad you met. That first Dunyarzad is in front of you right now, and she doesn't have a lot of time left. Looks like you're almost done sorting out your brain. Oh yeah, I'm Nahida.
Nahida.
Good. You packed.
What's happening?
Everything in this world runs in a loop. This cycle is called the samsara. You, me, and everyone else are all stuck inside the one-day samsara. As for the truth, that's
Samsara.
on you to find out. If you were told the truth instead of discovering it yourselves, it would literally blow your minds. I don't know how you'd be after that. I can only give you surface-level help, like bits of information and subtle hints. For the rest of the time, I'll be doing all I can to slow down Dunyarzad's.
She looks like she isn't doing well at all. Her illness gets...
If we can break out of the samsara, I might be able to save her. But as things are right now, she's just a small bird in the sky that's about to lose its last feathers. All I can do is raise a gale to delay her fall.
You sure love to use weird analogies.
Analogies are wonderful tools. They let you use existing knowledge to understand... Okay, so, with what you know so far, what do you think the truth is?
Okay. Select a text entry. The Grand Sage's speech.
We've already experienced the Sub-Zeru's festival many times, and the day of the festival seems to be in a perpetual samsara. The Grand Sage said, "Go celebrate the birth of that god to your heart's content." Did he mean something more? The moon, illusions, and lies. What did they all mean? What's happening right now seems to have happened before. This feeling has been getting stronger and stronger. My mind feels exhausted. My mind feels exhausted, even though I have...
Associates. Apa yang ninja yang color? Oh. Abnormal mental fatigue.
I can't seem to cohesively piece everything together.
Deja vu. Okay, time loop.
That should be it. The flow of time is endlessly cycling within one single day. We've already experienced... What's happening right now? My mind feels...
Time loop ah.
A time loop. You've given similarly wrong answers in the past.
Still the wrong answer?
A simple time loop can't explain some of the phenomena. You two are still missing a lot of information.
Dunyarzad.
The Sub-Zeru's festival is happening every day, but that doesn't mean we can waste an infinite amount of them. Hurry.
Okay.
Let's think about our current situation. And to do that, Nahida rejected Paimon's memories say that we've already done this many times, but let's go talk to people again. It's more
So yang tu lah yang boleh loop-loop tu. Okay.
Hey there!
Hey, it's you guys again. I see. Did you come back to buy something? I guarantee the freshness of my products. I harvested them from... Huh? What brought this about? I hurried back...
To put it another way, if you really...
What kind of philosophical nonsense is this? Didn't you know that no one dreams in Sumeru? Go somewhere else if you want to find someone to daydream.
He actually has a point. Is this a dream? True. It's so weird. Anyway, if this all really were just a dream, we would have woke...
Oh, it's you two. Was my divination so accurate that you felt compelled to compliment me in person? Ooh, I knew it! I told you, the god's divination...
You're really excited about this, huh?
Help you...
So, you're admitting that you don't have a clue...
Anyway, what kind of situation did you get into? Huh? Hold on a second. What you just said... Are you serious?
Paimon knew you weren't going to believe...
Marvelous. Truly marvelous. I believe you. Recall...
When you say it like that, the divination...
I believe that the Archon's revelations are never more than vague hints. The book only says, if you trust your instinct...
So that's how it is. Looks like we haven't made any progress. Who else can we talk to? Paimon remembers that we tried talking to her a couple of times, but she always thinks we're playing pranks on her. You think she'll brush us off again?
Hmm. Dunia Zard.
I'm fine, my lady. It's just...
Perfect timing. Both of...
Paimon, Traveler, you came at just the right time. Listen, there was a dangerous Huh? You saw?
You want the Traveler to take...
How did you know what I was going to say?
We need to say something convincing.
Dia sold her greatsword to raise additional funds, and then she was injured.
Tell her, Traveler!
I didn't tell anyone about that. Including Miss Dunyarzad. You couldn't have known. And just now, you literally took the words right out of my mouth. What's going on?
All right, so this is the situation.
It's kinda hard to believe what you just told me. First, let me make something clear. Most of us desert dwellers might not be the scholarly type, but we do have basic common sense.
She's quieter than usual. Uninterested in anything and really gloomy.
Yeah, she isn't the same as before, but her parents said that this is how she was like at first.
Huh?
I don't quite understand what you're all talking about. I'll go rest on the bench over there.
My lady, are you angry? All right, I'll give you the benefit of the doubt since you knew about my greatsword. Let's make this a quick...
Jom. Pergi kat katil tu beli lah. Oh, nak tengok kat sini. Oh, bukan. Oh, nak pergi tempat yang katil tadi tu lah. Tempat tadi.
I told you that it won't help to bring anyone here.
We just wanted her to see the real Dunyarzad's condition.
The real Dunyarzad? Where?
Huh?
I told you that you two are special. Other people can't see me or Miss Dunyarzad here.
Hold on. Over there. Is that?
Wow. How perceptive. Does she have invisible antennae?
Miss Dunyarzad, she's lying down here, isn't she? How's she doing?
Her condition's really bad, and she's basically in a coma. How did you know she was here?
I can sense her aura. There are also lingering feelings of something like regret or disappointment. What happened?
Do you believe us now? The Sub-Zero's festival has been repeating itself. So, you think the sages are behind this?
Yeah, they've always been against us. Wouldn't surprise me if they're using the Akasha to intentionally repeat the Sub-Zero's festival as a sick joke.
You have a point. Aside from the Dendro Archon, the Academia's sages are the only ones in Sumeru who could pull off something like this. Maybe there's more to the Akasha than we know. Right! Didn't you awaken our memories using something that looked like a knowledge cap?
The Akasha relies on the power of a gnosis to
A gnosis could do that?
So, Miss Nahida you mentioned.
She said, and Paimon quotes, "The Akasha relies on the power of a gnosis to operate, as it is the
Compiles the wisdom of the entire populace and grants knowledge to the people. Wait. I get the grants knowledge part. That's what people have always used the Akasha for. But compiling the entire populace...
Did she mean that the sages enter new knowledge into the Akasha? Oh, yeah. That sounds about right. What do
Alamak.
Okay, Nahida said the Akasha relies on the power of a gnosis to operate, as it is the manifestation of the God of Wisdom's power. It compiles the wisdom of the entire populace, and it grants knowledge to the people. People in Sumeru don't dream. My mind feels exhausted, even though I have... What's happening right now seems to have happened before. This feeling has been getting stronger and stronger. That doesn't sound right. That doesn't sound right. I need...
You mean the Akasha is causing our mental fatigue? Huh. Now that I think about it, my head's been feeling unusually heavy. When the desert dwellers set off on their quest for knowledge, a sage once said, "Knowledge always comes at a price." Compiling the entire country's knowledge. You think the Akasha pulled a 180 and is extracting information from... who knows?
What's the point of...
Just think about it. This hive mind could make breakthroughs in...
An excellent deduction. And the analogy comparing Sumeru's...
In that case, we should take off our Akasha terminals right away. Maybe that'll solve this problem.
Yeah, I was only wearing this for show in the first place. Didn't expect the sages to cook up such a conspiracy. Mark my words, when this is over, I'm getting evidence and exposing this whole...
How does everyone feel? Huh? What is it? Oh, that! Paimon knows what you're talking about. It's a single soft beep that sounds like it's coming from the Akasha terminal.
The sound of a beep. Could it be a prompt tone for when the Akasha is operating?
That's probably an important clue. We weren't using our terminals, but we heard a beep anyway. Traveler, did you hear that?
I heard it too. Our ears aren't messing with us. There was definitely a beep,
Makin gelap.
but we took off our Akasha terminals.
Phase runtime has exceeded its expected length. At this rate, there may be casualties.
But we cannot lose all of our...
Looping lagi. Dan lagi. Dan lagi.
Paimon remembers everything.
Good. You adapted quickly this time.
We definitely took off our Akasha terminals last night, but we still heard that beep. Why is that? But now we can at least confirm one thing. The Akasha definitely has something to do with whatever's true. Oh, Paimon doesn't get it. Why would the Akasha go...
It's extremely difficult for lab rats in an experiment to understand why they're being treated the way they are.
If we're lab rats, then what are you? Nahida, you've never
I guess I'm the moon.
The moon? Wasn't that the result of our
Anyway, knowing who I am won't help you get closer to the truth. So you should focus on other things. Don't get...
Okay then. Dia helped us a lot yesterday, so let's go find her. If Paimon's reading the time correctly, the...
Ah, there you are. I've already taken care of those kidnappers. My lady, did you get hurt?
Dia!
What's wrong? Why are you both gawking at me like that?
You didn't get hurt?
Huh? What do you mean this time? Why are you so surprised that I managed to get out unscathed? Those kids were amateurs. Shh! How did you know about my greatsword? I haven't told anyone about...
So Dia's lost her memories after all.
Anything strange? You already know that I got a new greatsword. If I had to say something, it's weird how such a new weapon could feel so familiar. It's as if I've already used it.
You're saying that although you don't remember using it, you're...
That's right. Both mercenaries and warriors heavily rely on muscle memory.
Traveler, what do you think? Yeah, Paimon's feeling really hopeful. Oh, you're right! Earlier in the Samsara, something like this would have never happened.
I have no clue what you two are talking about, but it's still dangerous here, so...
So you want us to take Dunyarzad somewhere else to rest while you check if there are still more kidnappers around?
How did you know what I was gonna say?
Forget it. It's finally nighttime. Aside from Dia not getting injured, everything seems to have stayed the same. Listen, Nahida, we found out that Dia got out just fine today, even though she got injured every other time she fought the kid. Do you think the Samsara has been broken? Have we saved Dunya's...
Really? Good job on all that progress.
Hey! What kind...
Tomorrow will come. Everyone assumes this is common knowledge, but the only way you can know that for sure is if you... How many todays has it been? It's even possible that this...
Okay, no more!
That's why it makes no sense to waste your energy thinking about things you will learn. Get some good rest. You know, use the bathroom and... Huh? People always say they feel a sense of relief after they take a duk-duk. That's why I suggested you could...
It's so strange and so against common sense that...
Take a doo-doo.
Paimon's at a loss for...
continue the harvest.
We're still in the same day! Nahida!
Would there have been a point? You would have spent the night with new worries, with tomorrow still out. In that case, you might as well rest within that brief moment of hope. An opportunity like that.
Paimon thought the Duke did that! Oh, whatever. Guess...
Of course. In the time we've been together, you...
Paimon's flattered and...
What I mean is, even though I had asked you to solve this puzzle, you two are still the only ones who can see me and sense my presence. In other words, if you weren't here, I may as well not exist. That...
Nahida's talking about confusing stuff again.
Anyway, that's enough chit-chat. So, Traveler, did the new clues
Huh? Why are you scrapping your previous theory? Oh, yeah! You're right!
So, what's your...
The beep is a prompt tone for Akasha operations. We still hear it every night, even though we removed our Akasha terminals. Mercenaries rely heavily on muscle memory, and Dia was able to use her experiences to avoid injury in later samsara cycles. The moon, illusions, and lies. What do they all mean? Okay, Nahida said the Akasha relies on the power of a gnosis to operate, as it is the manifestation of the God of Wisdom's power. It compiles the wisdom of the entire populace, and it grants knowledge to the people. We've already experienced the Sub-Zerus festival many times, and the day of the festival seems to be in a perpetual samsara. If all our memories of a day are erased at the end of that day, then we would unwittingly relive the same day again and again.
Oh! Then the beep we hear every night could just be indicating the deletion of our memories! That's why, when we wake up, everyone thinks the Sub-Zero's festival hasn't happened yet! It's already the next day, but everyone still thinks it's the day before! But muscle memory can't be erased. That's why Dia has been getting better at using her greatsword!
A brilliant...
Nahida, tell us if we're...
To put it simply, it's as if you've mistaken a pyro crystal fly for a firefly in the night. You lost sight of its true nature because you focused too much on your...
That isn't simple at all!
Why don't you go talk to Miss Dia?
Right! She did help us...
Do do dee do da do dee da dee da dee da do da do 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 dee do dee do dee do dee do. Yelah, automatic download. Kau.
There you are. Really took me a while to find you.
As expected, Dia also...
Get hurt? Why would I?
Well, you're still getting used to your new...
Huh. Truth be told, I also think it's pretty strange. It just suddenly felt so familiar in my hands and... wait a...
Traveler, could you explain the situation to her today? Paimon's gotten a little sick of doing it. Oh, that works.
What happened to you guys while I was gone? Did you get brainwashed by some...
Don't think too hard about it. Just take what we're saying at face value.
All right then, let me get this straight.
Yes, your memory's being...
And I'd have to disagree. That's
Oh? Why do you
If we've actually been reliving the Sub-Zero, common sense says my wallet should have emptied itself.
Right! They could use the Akasha to record what everyone did that day, and then use the city's resources to replenish everything! It's not very likely, but it's also not...
No, it is impossible. I've got
You have proof?
You two are surprisingly serious about this nonsensical discussion. Fine, I'll play along for a little. Come with me. Miss Dunyarzad, please come along as well. I still...
Okay.
Paimon can't believe it's Dia who wants to show us something this time. 2 days ago, we were the ones taking her to see Dunyarzad.
What evidence, eh? What evidence you want to show to me?
This is it.
Yo, pagali dulu.
Huh? This is a wooden training dummy. What about it?
See those marks on the dummy? Those are the result of several days' worth of practice. Let's say the sages didn't replace it every day. Shouldn't it be hacked to pieces by now?
That's true, but what if they did?
Then the sages would have had to reproduce every mark I left during previous training sessions. I'm a professional fighter. My martial school has always emphasized the force, angle, and entry point of each strike is calculated and deliberate. That's why I remember every mark on the dummy. As well, it's just as they say. Each swordsman has their own unique style, and even the same swordsman can't make the same cut twice. It would be impossible to copy.
Is it really impossible? What if they use some...
People often say that a camera's photo can never replace an artist. The same thing applies here. At a mere glance, I can differentiate carved marks from the results of combat training. Whew, I hope that cleared things up for you. Hey. Anyway, it's getting late. I should escort Miss Dunyarzad to Nilu's stage. See you later.
Well, back to square one. But at least we've reached some other conclusions in the meantime. Yep, that's true. So... strange? Paimon feels like everything's been strange lately. Huh? Leaving the city? You're right! It's really Paimon can't believe it! Did we miss this because we're tunnel vision? How about we go back and ask Nahida?
Nahida.
Nahida!
You're back early today. Did you find something new?
Sort of. We're mostly sure now that...
leaving the city. As far as I remember, you've met...
We did? But we don't remember anything. What happened?
Let me think. I don't think you ever actually told me what the outcome was. Oh, it's probably more accurate to say that both times you never came back the whole night. But you two sometimes stay out the entire night anyway, so at the time, I didn't think too much about it.
It is true that sometimes we lose track of time during our investigations. Before we know it, it'll already be the next day. But still, neither of us remember anything.
Really? That's kinda strange. In theory, I should have already awakened all your memories.
Yep, something here's definitely fishy. Let's get to the bottom of this tomorrow. Our memories are back! About that... Well,
we're... Traveler, aside from your memories that were just restored, I have another message. Listen to it and you'll
Can't go back. There are countless spaces here. Our Sub-Zero's festival in Sumeru City is just one of them.
Traveler, you should be missing 2 days worth of memories. Paimon will fill you in. It's time to carry out our plan from yesterday. Okay, let's go.
Better than nothing.
Why can't we leave the city? What is the academia up to now?
Don't ask me. It's not like I can tell you anything. This is a direct order from the Grand Sage. Just waiting.
I have a real emergency. My goods have already arrived at...
That's your problem. Make sure you make a request in it.
But it's not like you can just predict business matters in advance.
It looks like the Academia already announced a lockdown for Sumeru City today. Let's go and question them. Hello, sir. Why can't...
Here we go again. We just received an order that no one is allowed to enter or exit Sumeru today. Angering me won't get you anywhere. If I had that kind of insider info, I would have left this
a long time ago.
It looks like he really doesn't know. If we can't get anything out of him, let's take matters into our own hands. This is a good spot, and the guard has to... Huh? Why? Are you going to leave Paimon behind? But... What if things get really weird out there and you get into... Oh, Paimon knows that Paimon can't do much, but... We've always been... Okay. Promise Paimon that you'll come back as soon... And please...
Okay.
Memories! Traveler! Paimon would never see you again! You just disappeared! Paimon waited for you for hours and hours at the city wall and you never came. You promised Paimon that you were only taking a quick walk.
Paimon, calm down. He's here now. I don't think he understood what you were saying.
Paimon doesn't care! Paimon wanted to go look for you, but you also said that Paimon should stay! Paimon was so worried and so scared the entire day! Okay. Paimon will forgive you.
Okay. Paimon, can you tell us your perspective of what really happened yesterday? I see. Using two people's different perspectives.
After that, you left the city. Paimon kept her eyes on you the whole time, but then you disappeared in an instant.
Shit.
No way! Paimon was watching.
What's your perspective, Traveler? You sure you don't have... I guess that explains everything. You also lost your memories the last 2 times you tried to leave the city. Those days' memories can't...
So, if we leave the city, our memories will be completely erased? It really sounds like something big outside of the city is being... But this way, we'll also never discover what's outside. Something like a message?
But don't look at me like that. I'm not used to being... Well... Okay. You want something that can pass on messages, right? Give me some time and take care of Dunyar's out for me.
Yep.
I'm done. Here you go.
What? Isn't this just an Akasha terminal?
I made some little changes. Akasha terminals are already capable of sending messages. I just tweaked it so that it could connect to any node.
To make something like this? Nahida, you really know the Akasha like the back of your hand. Anyway, we can use this now to record...
Yep. I'll help you save the messages. It should be pretty easy to use. I just can't guarantee the user's status and signal coverage when they're outside this.
We'll never know until we try. At least let's go then. Let's expose... All right. Okay, see? That covers everything that's happened so far.
Yes, although the signal was choppy and had some interference, we still managed to receive 2 messages from you when you were outside.
Okay, now that you understand what's going on, let's hear the messages together.
Can't go back. There are countless spaces here. Our Sub-Zero's festival in Sumeru City is just one of them. I've entered another space. Before me are flowing sandstone and howling fish. Impossible and surreal sights. All these spaces are empty except for the occasional ones that contain mute puppets rather than people. I can't sense any human presence.
That's one heck of an info dump. It sounds like you left the Sumeru City space when you set foot outside of the wall. Like, everything looked completely normal when Paimon was looking out from the inside. That's unbelievable.
And if we take... There's another part here. We only received a...
These spaces have been disappearing one after the other. And now, even the final space has also Behind me, a lot of spaces just appeared again from thin air. I get it now. Those spaces are actually...
Why did the message end right there?
Probably because yesterday just happened to end at that moment.
Oh, right. Paimon did hear a beep from the Akasha. Did it come from here?
The message. It should have come from the Traveler's Akasha terminal.
After the beep, Traveler said even the final space has also disappeared.
Traveler, what do you think that final space could have been?
Was that space actually the real world? But wouldn't a real space just randomly disappearing like that be catastrophic? My impression is that each day in this samsara only ends at the sound of that beep from the Akasha. All the bizarre spaces I saw outside the city had one thing in common: a lack of human presence.
Space where we were yesterday.
Oh, so that's what it is! After the sound of the beep, the final space, the Sub-Zero. Later on, Traveler also mentioned Paimon's head is...
Well, consider this. For all the horrors of the Archon War, at its heart, it was just a game where a bunch of gods fought over 7 seats. So no matter how strange or spooky things may look on the surface...
Wow, the Archon War, huh? Hey!
Boing. Dun 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 dun. Weh, looping ni pun dah dekat berapa jam? Jam dah apa?
Do you want some alone time to think?
Sudah pitang kah?
The dance of Sub-Zeros is about to begin. I'm going to go watch it.
Okay. Why don't you go ahead, Dunyarzad?
Okay then. See you later.
Have you figured it out yet, Traveler? Time is ticking. Awesome! What is it? Paimon wants to know. Oh, wait.
Masa boleh je kalau kita nak teleport kan, tapi apalah. Hakan.
You're back! I've been waiting. Are you ready to take your Sub-Zero's Okay.
All the bizarre spaces I saw outside the city had one thing in common: a lack of human presence. The moon, illusions, and lies. What did they all mean? People in Sumeru don't dream. Those spaces remind me of dreams, like the one I had in the Avidia Forest, except these have no sign of human presence. We've already experienced the Sub-Zero's festival many times, and the day of the festival seems to be in a perpetual samsara. Okay, Nahida said the Akasha relies on the power of a gnosis to operate, as it is the manifestation of the God of Wisdom's power. It compiles the wisdom of the entire populace, and it grants knowledge. We are all in a dream. It isn't that the people of Sumeru don't dream. Rather, the Akasha is taking their dreams from them.
People in Sumeru think they don't dream, but the truth is and those spaces with no human presence are so people in Sumeru do dream after all.
Correct answer. Now, how did you conclude that the Akasha...
Oh, fuck.
It is the manifestation of the God of Wisdom's power. The Akasha relies on the power of a gnosis to operate. It compiles the wisdom of the entire populace. And it grants knowledge to the people.
That doesn't sound right. That doesn't sound right. That doesn't sound right.
What?
Oh, okay. Those dream-controlling creatures in the forest also get their power from the Dendro Archon, right? But is stealing everyone's dreams really how the
Dreams are fantastical, complex, and full of imagination. People's brains are the most... In other words, dreams are rich bundles of human wisdom.
So in other words, Karma remembers her saying that the real story is that the sages...
Oh? By the sounds of it, you understand the current situation pretty well. So then, what about the samsara?
Ah, dia tanya aku lagi. Shit.
The beep is a prompt tone for Akasha operations. We still hear it every night, even though we removed our Akasha terminals. That doesn't sound right. Those spaces kept disappearing before my eyes. But as soon as that beep sounded, many more spaces... Those dreamscapes kept vanishing. But as soon as that beep sounded, more... The Grand Sage said, "Go celebrate the birth of that god to your heart's My mind feels exhausted, even though We've already experienced the Sub-Zero's festival many times, and the day of... I can't.
What the fuck?
Correct. The Akasha is keeping each person's brain in a constant dream state, but also separating their consciousness from their own dream. Their disembodied consciousness is placed inside the collective dream of the Sub-Zero's festival. No one is any the wiser as people wake up to yet another dream about—
So, this is like a dream factory.
Very good.
Okay.
Alright, last question.
They say that alchemical divination is the dendro.
So you noticed. I thought that one would be the hardest question. That's why I put it last.
Lol.
That wasn't hard at all. Even Paimon guessed that. Everything about you is different. We just didn't want to expose you is all. Now that you mention it, Nahida, you've been hinting to us since the very beginning. It's funny, thinking back to when we were asking all over the place for info about Lesser Lord Kusanali. Paimon didn't expect to meet you like this.
Yes, those can wait until we're back in real life. On the other hand, I'd be happy to answer any more questions you have about here and now. Deceiving the people of some after we end the Sub-Zero's— How
Skip
can I
now.
say— In the end, I'm just the moon.
A sun and a moon. Oh, we're out of time today.
I'll tell you how to break free of the samsara tomorrow.
Good morning, Nahida. Wait. Now that Paimon remembers everything, should we instead say good morning?
Dia boleh lupa.
What's wrong, Nahida? You don't look too good.
I'm afraid that what you're thinking right now is correct.
Did Dunyarzad already disappear?
No. The real Dunyarzad's consciousness has indeed disappeared. It can no longer endure the constant dream harvesting.
Paimon can't believe it. Wait, so what about that other Dunyarzad?
She's actually something like a puppet, but not completely. The real Dunyarzad's consciousness could no longer keep playing her role in this dream, so another Dunyarzad appeared to replace her in the dream. Just like the grass and the trees, that Dunyarzad is just a building block of the dream that helps to keep it going.
But personality-wise, she's nothing like the real—
Puppets are stiff, and can't copy a living person's vitality. You know, speaking of which, the old Dunyarzad might not have been too different from a puppet.
Dunyarzad truly believed that she met you within her consciousness, and it was you who inspired her.
Yes. Back then, her family was overly protective of her. No one cared about her personality. I just gave her a little wisdom so she could look at life in a new way, so that she could be her own person. But even so, she's still far from it. I'm still a long way off from being I couldn't even save her. If I were a competent Archon, I wouldn't have let my most faithful
Please don't beat yourself up over it, Nahida. It's the sage's fault.
I'm not beating myself up.
Don't be like that, Nahida.
To prevent more tragedies like this.
Great, but
although the Sub-Zero's festival, that means this dreamboat.
Huh? So, how should we—
Well, if this is someone's dream, then everything here must, which means, with the power of
Imagination?
Imagination means breaking through what you perceive as normal.
Yeah.
Like when a server at a tavern brings a plate to you, you'd naturally assume that food is on it. However, if you're the dream's host, the dream will respond. But right now, our host is unaware that this is a dream. No matter how, find some—
How are we going to find them, though? And even if we did find— After all, like you—
It's extremely As for me,
out of town?
Or yes, Hurry and go.
She was such a good person. Was such a... Yeah. Saving Dunyarzad is what kept us with... We mustn't lose hope, Traveler. Paimon's wondering. Do you think... Huh. That's true. So, who do you think the host of the dream is? Oh, that would make sense. Ferris, then let's go ask him some...
Aku shut dia juga.
You're back. You left in a hurry last time.
Everything's fine. Just... It's a little hard to explain.
An experiment? That came out of nowhere.
Could you... make a wish?
You want me to make a wish?
Less questions, Mark!
Okay. My wish. Okay. I'm a little nervous saying this out loud, but
Oh.
I noticed earlier that she looked a bit down, and she just doesn't seem like herself. I've also wondered if the reason she asked me to be Fairest Knight of Flowers is because I'm special to...
So, you have a crush on...
Oh, is it that odd? When she placed the hat of the Knight of Flowers onto my head, she said to me, I want everyone to have a happy Sub-Zero's... What she didn't realize was that I'm not that interested in how everyone else feels. In that moment, I just wanted to be her Knight of Flowers for the rest of my life. 50 years? 100 years? Okay, yeah, that was a bit much. Felt like the right... Okay, I'm ready to make my wish. I would like Miss Dunyarzad to appear in front of me right now with a smile on her face. Here goes.
Please come true.
I'm gonna open my eyes. Oh, you're...
What?
Faki? Sorry, but only one portion of Yelda candies per person. Back home you go. Nice try, you two.
Guess he isn't the host of this dream after all. Should have expected it wouldn't be this easy.
Lakini.
It seems like everyone who knows Dunyarzad loves her. But none of them has any idea that she...
She's dead.
That sounds like Dia!
Dia.
Huh? But Dia can handle them! Hey, Traveler!
Oh, it's you. Great timing. Please take... Hey, this is my job. The homie Yannis pay me, not you. You... fine, all right. Knock your... Anyway, watch yourself.
So you got yourself some...
That's close enough.
Rebuild!
Today. Retribution! You won this
Traveler, were you just taking your anger out on those guys? You and Nahida both. Dunyarzad wouldn't want to see you two like this. Oh, and speaking of her, Paimon, remember how during the first Sub-Zero's festival, before the Samsara started, we came here? She said it was because she had forgotten something. Okay, so Paimon's memory is working so far. Anyway, Paimon also remembers that she is staying somewhere around here. She pointed it out to us the night before the Sub-Zero's festival. Yeah, even if it... This is the place. It's rude to enter other people's space. Hey, the windows are unlocked. Okay, Paimon's... This was only a temporary... Should we open? Wow. Dunyarzad wrote all of... Even though she was also busy preparing for the Sub-Zero's festival and had all her... She must have wanted to give this to us as a gift on the day... If we hadn't found this book, we never... But now that we know, we can't even... Hey! Where are you off?
Lol, tinggal Paimon macam tu je. Dunyarzad. Dunia. Ya, ada kat itu. Tak adanya. Ada. Okay.
It's Dunyarzad's puppet. Traveler? You must be exhausted. Come to think of it, we've been stuck in this place for a really, really long time. Heck, even the last time we were chatting happily with Dunyarzad feels like an eternity ago. Paimon still remembers when we were sitting here, and the way her eyes sparkled when she talked.
There will always be frustrations in life, but I know that the point of living is not to leave behind.
Aduh.
That was what the real Dunyarzad said, wasn't it? Does that mean...
Yes, Traveler. What did...
Oh, so she's still just a puppet. But just now, how come... What? Where are we going this time?
Watching the dance. Bunuh!
If you
Bunuh
continue to
tu.
resist, we will have to order an investigation into every single event organizer. The Grand Sage has already granted you much leniency. I advise that you exercise tact.
How did things... Traveler? You don't have to get involved.
Traveler?
Traveler? What the heck are you doing? If you get arrested by the... Wait, they're not reacting. Have they been scared stiff? Oh, of course! If this is the Sage's plan, they would have... So they're...
What is this? What happened to the Grand Sage and his entourage? I said, they symbolize the goddess of flowers. It's just a shame that all the real Padisaras went.
Yes. The Greater Lord brought forth new Padisaras in memory of the goddess of flowers. But she ultimately could never truly replicate that.
Padisara.
That beautiful shade of purple. Aren't these flowers real Padisara?
But didn't you just say all the real flowers went extinct after the goddess of flowers?
Yeah. What's going on? Huh? You guys are acting weird.
Yalah, owner of the dreams.
They disappeared! So Nilu's the host. What a surprise! Purple Padisaras don't exist in the real world anymore. But in Nilu's subconscious, they can appear as decorations on the stage. It's just like the example Nahida told us. People assumed there will be food on a plate, and Nilu assumed there would be real Padisaras in the flower pots. So when you saw the flowers, but if we want to end the samsara, we need the host to become aware. How should we make Nilu
Am I dreaming?
Huh?
So I'm right. Is this Lesser Lord Kusanali responding to our celebration of the Sub-Zeru's festival?
Wrong guess, but you aren't completely wrong either. The point is, what made you think this is a dream? As far as you know, people in Sumeru don't...
Yeah, but have you heard the tale of the first sage? To prevent a calamity, he went on a journey.
Ooh, sounds familiar. Dunyarzad told us a story like that when we first...
Yep, but in the part you heard, he hadn't become the first sage yet. His piety and wisdom were acknowledged by the Dendro Archon. All kinds of spectacular scenes appeared in front of the first sage, as if all the knowledge in the world was being painted onto a canvas right before him. He was captivated after who knows how long. Afterward, the Dendro Archon his wife lying next to him said, "You're off to..." In the end, the first sage took care of many disasters in Sumeru City and founded the...
So, the first sage was dreaming ever since the beginning of the story? He never went on his journey?
Yes, but his faith and determination were conveyed to the Dendro Archon, so she blessed...
Paimon understands where you're coming from now. That's a really...
I see. Well, it just so happens that today's Sub-Zeru's festival is almost over. Since we're in a dream, let's make this final dance of Sub-Zeru's as beautiful as we can. The wait is over, everyone. I dedicate this to our god, the dance of Sub-Zeru's.
Belly dance dulu. Macam jazz pula, what the heck.
I'd be lying if I said I had no regrets. I would have loved to see Nilu's dance.
Rest in peace. Aku suka hati pacar. Oh, sakit. God damn. Ini suka sangat membutakan mataku.
Oh, good morning, traveler. Oh, Paimon feels like Paimon, the Sub-Zeros. Have we finally escaped from the Sub-Zeros? Quick, take off your She's not in her room. What happened? Huh?
Buat Nahida tu. Sudah bangun.
Well done, Traveler and Paimon. And thank you, Dunyarzad, for organizing the Sub-Zeros festival for me.
I'm sorry, who are... Oh, a traveler, Paimon. I just had a dream. And I saw...
The Morn of a Thousand Roses.